Hey Spotlighters, it is Courtney from Spotlight Community Theater, and I am coming at you with your Spring Kickoff Meeting recap. I am so sorry it is a couple weeks behind, but that is because we had Shrek and then ATS all right at the same time at the beginning of March and throughout March, so it was a little bit late. But here we are, all the same. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So we recap our last season, which was winter, and we did It's a Wonderful Life and Holiday Showcase, both of which went amazing. As you can see on the bottom there, we had a huge cast for our Holiday Showcase, lots of new faces that have since joined other casts, so that's amazing. And It's a Wonderful Life was a small cast, but they were incredible. So I am so thankful for both of those casts and how wonderful they all went. It was a great winter indeed. We also participated in the Leader Wedding Fair. We were the chosen charity of choice, and so we got to put forth a bunch of our awesome Spotlight dudes as models at the wedding fair, and they modeled a bunch of tuxes from Savvy Tux Rentals, and they walked down the runway. It was a whole thing. We made a TikTok and everything. It was awesome. And as a donation to Spotlight, because we were the charity of choice, we got $500 from the leader. So that is super exciting, and we thank them very much for their contribution. We also had our big annual Spotlight party where we celebrated our 2023 season and everything that we did. And we got to crown 8 new thespians. So that brings our total up to 12 thespians now. And as a reminder, our 12 thespians are people that have earned 50 points with Spotlight. And that means that they have worked at least 500 hours, either on stage or backstage or both. You do have to have at least 10 points in both categories to be eligible. So if you have a ton of backstage points, but you've never been on stage, maybe consider auditioning for something small like ATS or something so you can get your points and become one of our next thespians. So let's look at what the financials look like. Our winter shows, the holiday showcase, brought in a profit of $3,748, which is amazing. And then our It's a Wonderful Life cast brought in $902. This show, by the way, was in a very small venue. It only sat 100. So that is one of the main reasons why this was a smaller one. It was an intimate show, but it was absolutely beautiful. And we still profited, so all is good there. Our big win is we finally bought a video camera so we can officially record all of our shows from here on out. We can have better cast photos, which you may have seen if you're following our Facebook page, and you can see the new cast spotlights and things. The photos should just look clearer, crisper, and the photos that we send to the leader for those stories are also much better thanks to our new video camera. So that's very exciting. So our profit versus loss for the winter. Our revenue was a little over 27,000. Our expenses were about 18,000, and so we profited 9,168. Our current balance is 30,527, and that is incredible, especially since we are about to enter the most expensive part of the year, which is the summer season, where we have 2 musicals, High School Musical and Fiddler on the Roof, and then throwing in another musical at the end of the year with Tick, Tick, Boom. So we've got lots of expenses coming up, but we are sitting pretty right now and doing really, really well. So Shrek has already happened on March 1st, whenever this meeting occurred at the Contrarian. Obviously, it hadn't happened yet, but it has already happened. It went amazing, by the way. A sneak peek to the next meeting. It sold out every single performance, and I could not have been happier with this one. It was absolutely incredible. And then our acting troupe showcase is coming up this coming weekend. It's April 4th through 6th. And we're doing this one at Crystal City High School. Our teen troupe, our adult troupe are both hilarious. So if you don't have your tickets yet, make sure to do that. spotlightjeffco.ludus.com, or just go to our website and click the big pretty button that says get tickets, and we will see you there. This was our cast list for the teen and adult troupe for ATS. So they're very cute. I love how Mikey does these graphics, but you can see right here who you will be seeing. In other audition news, we have video auditions now available for Tick, Tick, Boom and Fiddler. They're both on the website, and that comes with all of the materials that they will need, or that you will need to audition, including your sides, including vocal instruction, and also the dance video. There will be an updated dance video as we get a little bit closer, but there is a placeholder there now that you can use unless you want to wait for the updated one. Okay, so High School Musical Junior, that is the next show that we are doing. We've got auditions coming up. April 28th through 29th, 5 to 9 p.m. And the callbacks are May 1st. Those will be at Hillsborough Intermediate. This show will be directed by Jacqueline Brown and Amy Smith. And so that's where we will be performing as well. So this cast is lucky enough to do a spotlight first. They will be rehearsing on the stage they will be performing on, which we've never gotten to do. So that's exciting for them. Their performances are June 27th through 29th at the Hillsborough High School Theater. So if you are interested in auditioning, all those materials are now available on our website and you can sign up for a slot. All right, and then the biggest news that I'm so excited to share is we just signed a 5-year contract, at least 5 years, but probably more. He said he was totally fine with that, with a guy named Adam that owns the building where we built Wizard of Oz in the basement. We called it the Underground last year, or I guess that was 2 years ago. It's that same building. It's also where Cobblestone Art Gallery is and Tree of Life Home Decor. And Dance Plus is in there, and then the Chamber of Commerce. It's a building with lots of different doors and rooms, but the very upstairs, we call it the attic. We have been given this entire space, and it is huge. As you can see in the pictures, this is where we can now build all of our sets. There's a bunch of extra rooms in there as well, so we're gonna redo this, like remodel certain sections so that we can have all of our costumes in one spot and organized and cataloged and all of that, as well as our props. So props, costumes, and all set materials will eventually be housed in one location, which is super exciting. And then moving on, we have decided to go with Trisha Nelson at Homestead Imprints, who is also now the new owner of Creations on Main, although they've just changed the name to Main Street Creations. But she is now going to be handling all of our apparel as well as all of the merch here that she has already been handling. So we do have our spring line out now of our tumblers, and we've added some new colors that will always be there with these white, black, gold ones. These are going to be evergreen, and then each season, of course, we do the different season colors. So the spring color is green. Those are available now. And our apparel will also be completely updated and available, I think, within the next week. So look forward to that. And that is it. It was a pretty short spring kickoff meeting, but we have a lot coming up. So if you do want to get involved, make sure to do so on our website, like, follow, share, all the things if you haven't done that yet. And thank you so much. We'll see you next time.